Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be doing a longer deep dive into the Everlast Elite 2 boxing boots. Okay, so I did a 5-minute review, something quick on TikTok. If you want to go check that out, it's just going to be the same username as my YouTube if you want to watch that. But today I want to do a little bit of a longer dive into this shoe, what I think about it. Is it worth the price? Should you buy it? Is it good for you and everything? So first thing, obviously, you're going to see I have 2 pairs. So if that, kind of gives you a direction of where this video is going to go, it's a very good shoe. Just right off the rip, I'm going to tell you it's a very good shoe. Depending on where you purchase it, you're going to get it for around $130 after tax, up to $160 if you buy it from like a retail store or something like that, which in my opinion, this shoe could probably be valued at around $180 bucks, $200 around there. That's what I would like if I didn't know how much the shoe cost. I'd probably say, dang, this shoe's probably worth like $180 at least, right? Because it's that good for the price you are paying. Okay, so enough of the chitter chatter. Let's get into the first thing. Why do I have 2 pairs? So this white pair right here, I actually bought for myself in June of 2024. This was my first ever legitimate boxing boot. I had a pair of Asics wrestling shoes. I'm not even gonna review those, to be honest. Just stay away. They're 60 bucks. If I were you, I would just save another 60 bucks and just get these, to be honest. Way better. So yeah, I got these in June of 2024. This was my first ever boxing boot, and man, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is that if you've never tried it on, it's a little different to every other boxing shoe that I've tried on, right? Every shoe has its own unique like little thing that makes it different, right? And for the Elite 2, it's that they actually collaborated with Michelin right here to provide you a tire tread sole, right? So the first time you put this on and the first time I put this on, it is insanely grippy. Like it squeaks like the same thing like a rubber tire, So it's insane how grippy this thing is to the floor, which is good in terms of boxing. Why? When you step in, you step back. You don't want to step in and then slide, step back and then slide. No, you want something that firmly plants your toe on the ground, so that you can do exactly what you want and control the canvas the way you want it, right? So that's the first thing I noticed about this shoe. The second notable thing is the break-in period. If you have wide feet like myself, this has a very gentle break-in period. I'd say about a week. And then not even, maybe after the second, third time using it, I felt really good in the shoe. So it has one of the faster break-in periods in terms of the shoe. I'm assuming because of the material, once you start sweating in it, it expands a little bit in a sense where everything just starts to kind of come open like this, so it feels a lot better. So that's another thing you're going to notice. If you have wide feet, don't be fooled by the narrowish looking sole. If you have wider feet, this will definitely fit you. You just have to be patient with it and obviously give it its due time and due diligence. Another thing about this shoe is just the durability. It's a tough shoe, man. Like it's not flimsy. You see, it's not gonna, flimsy everywhere like compared to the Nike Macho Man. Look at this. It's a very flimsy shoe, which isn't a bad thing. I have a review on this shoe coming later, but you see this? This is a lightweight shoe. Like, look at that. That's the shoe. Whereas the Everlast shoe, I mean, you can do it, but you really have to, it's not a flimsy shoe. It's a very durable shoe. And I'll show you this with my first pair. So I've had this pair for almost 9 months now. It's the white pair. I will say, if you get this shoe, expect it to get a little dirty and bloody, especially if you bleed. It can be washed. I wash this shoe in the washer every 3 months so it can come out white, because if you don't, and you'll notice this, if you get the white pair, it gets all brown and yellowish from your sweat and the bacteria. It doesn't look pretty when it looks like that. It looks like a 2-month-old shoe. You've had it for like a year and you got to throw it out. So just make sure you wash it regularly. I'd say once every 3 months. Once it starts to get dirty, then just wash it and then it'll come out looking a lot newer, which is good. Another thing is like the seams, not the seams, sorry, these are the seams, but like the sole hasn't come off of the shoe anywhere. And this is my most used shoe, the Elite 2, because like I said, it's my first one. Nothing, right? Nothing is coming off, you know what I mean? It's a very durable shoe, which is what I love about this. So if you're looking for something that's going to last you a very long time, I think you're going to be happy with the Everlast Elite 2. It's ironically living up to the name, Everlast. It lasts a long time, you know? So I think you'll be very happy with this boot if that's what you're looking for. The white colorway, you know, looks sick. You can't go wrong with it, but just obviously keep in mind that it's going to get dirty. Let's talk about sizing a little bit, because that's something I did want to share with you. So like I said, I have 2 pairs, but these are not each the same size, okay? So my first pair, I'm a true 8.5. That's my true shoe size, okay? I got a 9 because they don't go 6.5, 7, 8.5. They don't do that with Everlast. It starts at size 6, ends at size 13. You're either doing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 13. So I decided, oh, well, it's a boxing boot. I know my last ones were too tight. I'm gonna go with a size 9, so I have enough room. And this shoe has worked amazing for me, but the more I kind of like really thought about it, this is how much my toes right here, right? So I have this much room in the boot when I'm training, and it's not necessarily the worst thing, but when you step, right, what you don't want is your toe to you know, slide forward, and then you got to adjust the shoe to get it back. Or you get what I'm saying? So I'm still going to use this shoe. Like, it's not done, you know. I'm still going to use it even if it fits a little big. I went on the side of caution to, you know, get the size up, just so that I could have that extra room. But with the second pair that was gifted to me, I decided to go with the size 8, and my toe sits about maybe like right here. So you see, it's still a little room, a lot less though, which is actually ended up being the perfect size, because now when I step, I don't have to worry about my toe going right, because it's pretty much already at the edge. It just kind of stays put, which is good. So if I had to do it all over again, I would probably go with the size down if I'm in between sizes. But just make sure you're trying, well, unless you're trying it at like your local retail store, then just make sure you're a true half size if you say you are, right? Because if you're size 7, but you're saying size 7.5 because you usually size up, no, get a size 7 if you're a size 7. If you're a true 7.5, then obviously you can decide if you want to do an 8 or a 7. But I would probably go on the size down if I had to get the shoe again. Is this shoe worth it? To just kind of keep this video short and simple, yes. I think you're going to love this shoe. They have 4 different colors. I think all of them are pretty cool except the red one. I think the red's a little too vibrant and too much for this shoe. But if you know you really love red like that, then go for it. This is the navy, which I think blue's now my favorite color. I mean, I'm wearing a blue shirt, right? I think it just now started to become my favorite color, but it used to be orange. I mean, they're kind of hand in hand now, right? But obviously the white, you see it there, can't really go wrong with it. It's still a fantastic classic color. Just make sure that, you know, you take care of it and everything. So yeah, guys, I would give this shoe a solid, let's start making ratings on shoes, okay? I'm gonna give this shoe a solid, to be honest, 8.5. It's a good shoe. You're not going to be disappointed with this shoe if you get it. And that, I think, warrants an 8.5. I don't know what a 10 is yet, so that's why I'm not giving this a 10, because I've never tried on a shoe that's like, wow, this is the best thing ever, right? So yeah, I'm going to give that an 8.5, and I think you'll be very, very happy with the price that you pay, right? Like I said, I think if I didn't know how much this shoe was worth, I'd probably say $180 to $200, and I would pay that if I didn't know any better, and then, you know, it would be a good shoe. Okay, next reviews that I'm going to be doing, you know, sometime soon is the Nike Macho My 2. This is the SE, right? 8.5. Okay, I'm also going to be doing the Hyper KO 2. Okay, this is size 8.5. All right. Usually people say to size up in these shoes, like get a 9 or 9 if you're an 8.5. I actually don't recommend that. Well, at least for me, you know, I think you can, again, if you want to err on the side of caution. I think if I was telling somebody else, I would always err, you know, on the side of caution. But at least for myself personally, I don't mind getting the down true size, because I know the shoe breaks in. So that's just my personal thoughts on it. You can go up, you can go down. I mean, sorry, you can go up, you can stay at your size, and it'll work. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning into the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helped you decide whether you should bite the bullet and take the Everlast Elites home. But yeah, my name has been Ant. If you liked the video, I would appreciate it if you could give this video a like, maybe share it with a friend that's thinking about getting these shoes. If you didn't like the video, give it a dislike. And if you guys want to have a discussion, or if you want to share your experiences with this shoe down in the comments, go ahead. I reply to every comment. I read to every comment. And if I miss it, I'm sorry. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.